Alright, so the Prince broke the antenna on the Jetta. You can see that there. It's broketed, so I'm gonna replace that. Give me just a second, we'll turn the camera around. Hey guys, so we're back. This is the antenna, the replacement antenna that he purchased. It's carbon fiber. Pretty sure he got it off of eBay. Looks pretty straightforward.
Amazon.
Oh, Amazon. What did I say? eBay?
eBay.
Oh,
I don't
I'm sorry.
eBay a whole lot.
Amazon. My bad. My bad. So we've got the carbon fiber piece, which is actually carbon fiber. That's nice. And then we've got a bunch of screws in here, a bunch of different sizes. So we're gonna have to pick, I'm assuming, match the size. Seems pretty straightforward. So let's go ahead and unscrew this. If I can reach it. Mom will have to open the door because I have short arms. Okay. Just unscrew it. You can see the end of it's broken. I'm not sure how that happened, but it happened. All right, so that's pretty small.
Bring your tray out.
So I'm gonna say we need a small one. We'll just kind of dump that out of there. Okay, that's too small. That end isn't right. That's all one piece, so that's not right. Okay, my guess is this one. And I'll say the fat end goes in here. Okay. And the smaller end goes in the car. These, I'm assuming, are spacers in case you need that, which hopefully we don't, but we'll find out. So let's see. That seems to fit. Yep, that's screwing on. Oh, okay. That seemed kind of wonky there for a second, but nope, that's... All right, well, that's all there was to that. All right, so number 2. We're actually working on my car as well, behind you. I have done, since I have animals in my car, we're gonna try this. I bought this today at AutoZone. It's called Air Refresh. It's by Mother's.
No,
and this is supposed to...
by McGuire's.
By McGuire's.
Read.
I'm not reading. Yeah, I thought it was Mother's. It's by McGuire's. My bad. This is supposed to actually permanently eliminate odors. Because we have animals in my car, I feel like it doesn't smell as fresh as it could. So this is like a bug bomb, right? So I've turned my car on, turned the air on high, hit the recirculation button as well. You take the cap off this. It's a really small can, about yay big. I put it in my back cup holder, locked the thing, and it is bombing my car. This is gonna go for 15 minutes. Then we're gonna try, and I can smell it from here. Then we're gonna turn the car off, open up the windows, and let it air out. We'll find out tomorrow how well that works. Review later for this. All right, the last thing on the Princess Jetta. Let's come all the way down here. Everybody knows what this is. Lots and lots and lots of people get oxidation on their headlamps. So we saw a video on how to do this and how to do it quickly without the cat on the car. Get off.
That's not a cat, that is a cog.
The cog. Dean makes an appearance in every single video, just about. So we're gonna try this and we're gonna see if this works. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a pair of gloves. We're gonna get an orbital sander, this one being this right here.
It's a DA sander.
DA sander. It's got the compounding attachment on it right now for let's use for compounds. And this is what this guy said to get. Mother's Ag and Aluminium polish. right? Just a little bit of this. Come over here and look at this one, because this is going to be the before and after. You see how bad this one is, all this oxidation. All right. So he says we put on some gloves, which is what I'm going to do. Oh, my hands are wet. We are going to open this. He says this lasts forever. That's what it looks like. Okay. We're going to come over and do this one first. And he says you just get a little bit. We might need a little bit more.
Yeah.
He only did half the glass, so we're doing all the glass. Now he says that it won't hurt your paint if you happen to get this on your paint. I'm going to do my best to not do that, but he says it won't hurt it if you touch it. So we're not taping anything off. Okay, so you just get it on there. And he says the secret is just make sure that you keep it moving.
Wipe the extra on the sponge.
So we'll wipe all the extra on the sponge, just like he did. And apparently this only takes a couple of minutes, right? So, what time is it? All right, it is 20 till. Let's plug it up.
Start out real slow, adjust up the speed to like 1.
It isn't one.
Okay. That's just so you don't splatter it all over the place. Then once it's not splatterable, then move it up to probably about 4.
All right, here we go. So we're going to try one that's a little bit more abrasive because it's not taking off the really heavy stuff right here. I'm going to be calling. Because his looked perfect. And these do not.
Look a little better in areas, but the spots were really bad.
It's not anything like what he did when he shot it. And, you know, it could have been that it was just mostly dirt, that it wasn't actual haze, because it all looked like this glass when he got done. So while this seemed to have done something, I'm going to call because that does not look like a brand new. And he says, you know, you don't have to do all that sanding and do all those things. And if you just do this, he said it took him 3 minutes to do it. I've worked on that longer than 3 minutes and with 2 different buffing pads. It is better.
It's a lot better.
It is a lot better.
But this stuff is still there.
It's not what he showed, which is kind of one of those things. So just because you see it on YouTube doesn't necessarily mean that it's actual fact. That could have been, you know, hazy dirt that was on there and not actual oxidation, which this is. Is it better? Yes. Did it do what he said? No.
Well,
so take that for what it's worth.
Got a couple other ideas I'm going to try next.
Well, the point of this one is we saw
Does
this on
this work?
YouTube and thought, hey, that looks really good. Let's go ahead and try it. You know me, I love to do reviews, even on people that are on YouTube. I'm not calling the people out. I'm just saying that's not accurate. You see exactly what we started with, and you can see exactly what we ended with, and that is not what they had. Yeah. So
only difference is he was using a polisher. I don't know if ours spins as fast as his. Maybe not. But I don't know. That would make a difference.
Possibly. We'll see. At this point, it's not the same. Okay. So it is better. It was easy, just not quite the same. So we'll end the video here. If we come up with something else, we'll add the excerpts in before now. So we'll give a nice dramatic pause just in case. Okay, back for part B. Okay, so we tried the Plastex, which is by McGuire's on the other side. The Prince and I both agree. We think that the Mother's Mag aluminum worked a lot better. The other thing, the consensus that we've come to is the outside of this is really smooth to the touch. So we're wondering if some of that oxidation isn't on the inside of the lens, which if it is, obviously no amount of that is going to get to that. You'd have to actually take the lenses off and do the inside. Not sure we want to go that far.
It's not possible.
They do look better though. You can show them down. They do look better than what they did. They're not perfect, but they do look a lot better. So the other thing that we're going to do, which he did, is this is 303 protectant and UV sealer. He recommends to put this on there to make sure that the lenses don't turn yellow. He says they will never turn yellow if you put this stuff on. So we're going to go ahead and put a little on the towel, and we're just going to rub that in.
And of course, these lights are 17 years old.
They are. I mean, this is an old car, so it is what it is. It is better than what it was, but again, my complaint is they don't look like the lenses that he did. And the lenses he did looked a lot like the lenses on our car, and his came out perfect. So unless it has to do with he used a sander and we didn't.
Or it could just be that the lights he was doing didn't have interior damage.
This is true.
I'm almost 100% just by feel that stuff that's still there.
I might actually, you know, comment the guy and find out, see if that has anything to do with it. But I mean, they are better, and it didn't take that much effort for us to do. It wasn't like, and we have tried the sanding method. Trust me. Yeah, we spent a good hour on the burb. To be honest with you,
It'd have been,
this worked a whole lot better.
and I bet you it'd have been just a couple of minutes.
And it was just a couple of minutes. We spent more time dilly-dallying around, to be quite honest with you, than we did with the sanding method. So you choose one or the other. I would definitely choose this one. I'm just disappointed that it didn't come out.
On camera, they look great, though.
Well, great.
So maybe that's what it is, too.
That it's just on
Because
camera.
I can eyeball it, but if I look at this through the camera lens,
Does it look really good?
it looks good. So
All right,
maybe that's what
look,
it was.
Take it with a grain of salt. I'm telling you, this did not come out perfect the way it appeared on his video.
But for
We're
5 minutes,
satisfied.
5 minutes worth of effort, it's a lot better.
Versus the hour and something that we spent with the sanding method, and all we did were the 2 headlights on the Verb. So, yeah, no, we might actually do that on the Verb. Probably do it a lot better. Mine has very little damage. We might see how that works on mine, and if it works out better, then I'll come back and I'll film that part of it and let you see, because there's very little oxidation on the corner of mine. My car isn't quite as old as his. We'll see. So that will be the end of that, and then we'll cut out where my long pause was, and we'll put the exit right here. You guys know the rules. You stay out of trouble. If you can't, don't get caught. You stay safe, stay clean, and have a perfect day. Love you, bye.